Welcome to this guided meditation on cultivating your authentic self. When you fear that you can't think or act as you truly are, you put parts of yourself on hold. Hi, I'm Anne Ahokangas. Let's begin to let go of expectations and pressures and lean into your wants, desires, and needs with gentleness and kindness. So sit comfortably and notice your breath. Sitting in a relaxed position, please close your eyes. Notice your breath as it comes and goes naturally. And notice that you are just breathing. Take a deep breath in now. And out. Take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in positivity and breathing out and letting go of old stale air and stale stories. Breathing in, breathing out. Just sitting with your attention on your breath. Relax your body. Drop your shoulders. And allow yourself to just be still. Just using your breath to come into the present moment. Taking another couple of deeper breaths and just making sure that you're comfortable. And bring your attention to your heart center. You can do this by placing your hand on your heart, and this immediately brings your sense awareness into the region of your heart. Or just notice the area of your body where your heart is. So let's begin where your consciousness, your awareness is usually focused. In the center of your head, just above and behind the eyebrows. So bring your attention there now. Feel as if you're pulling your attention back into your head, away from the whirling thoughts and the outside world. And now we're just going to slowly drop down from this place into the heart. And you might like to imagine that you're going down in an elevator as if there were 7 levels, and I'll just count down for you. So feel as if you're slowly, calmly dropping down, bringing your awareness down through the body. Imagine that little spark of consciousness that is your awareness, traveling down, 7, down to 6, just slowly sinking down to 5, 4, and pause here for a second, and imagine looking out at the world from your throat area, and then continue going down, 3, sinking down to 2, and then 1, into the heart itself. This time, imagine viewing the world from your heart, bringing your focus, your attention, to this center point of your body, in the heart. And as your attention goes here, begin to get a sense that your breathing is focused here. As you breathe in, you breathe directly into the heart. And as you breathe out, you're breathing back out of the heart. And as you continue to breathe in and out of the heart, imagine the energy of love, the color pink as it flows out from the heart, spreading all around you. All the way around your body, up and down, until it envelops your whole body, and then loops back around and re-enters back into the heart. Imagine this pink energy field of love endlessly flowing in and out of the body, centered at the heart. Take this moment to realize that true authenticity is the key to happiness. Perhaps you wish to feel more comfortable in your body, or accepted into a particular group, or to feel aligned with your sense of values. Your authentic self is pure confidence, and it doesn't rely on attaining something outside of yourself. Take a moment to breathe in this truth. You are enough, whatever your particular feelings, needs, or skills are. You are vital to the well-being of all of life. You can be true to your own personality, spirit, or character in spite of external pressures. Let's begin now, in this moment, to nourish authenticity by letting go of who you think you're supposed to be and embracing who you actually are. By choosing authenticity, everything begins to be all right, and the real you begins to emerge. I invite you to consider choosing subtle discomfort over discontentment, knowing that you are safe even when life feels uncomfortable. It is safe to have your true feelings and needs. The more you practice being your true self, the easier it becomes to live and lead from this place. Repeat these affirmations to yourself, taking a deep breath at the end of each sentence. I am a human being full of life and possibility. No one else is like me. I have a right to make mistakes and recover. I love myself unconditionally. I do not need anyone else's approval to love and be kind to myself. Sometimes I do not know. It is okay not to know. The unknown invites me to be curious and discover. I do my best. I let go of the rest. Think of a recent experience with a partner, friend, family member, or coworker where you wanted to be authentic but weren't. Imagine pausing at the height of this interaction and asking yourself the following questions. What am I afraid would happen if I shared my experience right now with this person? How will I feel if I don't share what I'm thinking and feeling? If I weren't afraid, what would I most want to say to this person right now? How might I share this with even more vulnerability? I am true to myself as I deliberately align what I feel and need with what I say and do. I make good choices by using my intuition, sometimes by doing the necessary research, and sometimes looking at the bigger picture. I choose to do something every day that reflects my deepest needs, wishes, and beliefs. I speak up for myself and ask for what I want. I create healthy boundaries and easily say no at the right times. I release the need to please others. I am imperfectly perfect and perfectly myself. I easily express and maintain my boundaries, especially about the level of energy I can handle being around or taking in. I bless my fears with loving kindness and compassion. Now return your attention to your heart center and to your breath. Gently and easily on the next breath, open your eyes. And as you easily return your attention to this space, feeling refreshed and better than before, and say with me, and so it is.
Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Hamilton. Welcome to everybody here in the sanctuary, and welcome to everyone who's with us here online. Whether you're watching us today or you'll watch a replay of the service. 10% of everything that comes into us goes out to bless, and we're blessing in this quarter mission services. Yay! And Unity Canada. Now, mission services, they provide access to healthy food, safe housing, and opportunities for people to have a better tomorrow. And they're a non-profit organization. My name is Marcy Daly. I'll take you through the service today. We have 2 announcements. We are resuming our art workshops on Saturdays at noon, and you can pre-register if you're here. There's a sign-up sheet in the fellowship area, or if you're online, you can join through our meetup. And February 2nd, after the service at noon sharp. There's no wiggle room in there.
Once we close the door, you can't come in.
Oh, it's that kind of way. Okay. For 1 hour, it's limited to 10 people, and it's our circle conversation. And I believe it's Reverend Randy who's leading that. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Sounds very good to me. So let's start with Let Go of the Shore, written by Karen Drucker and sung for us by our very own. This is our own, Emilio.
Thank you, Mercy. Woo. Yeah. That's right, yeah. And flow into the mystery of what the words are. La 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 la, la 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 la. I like you. La la la. Okay, never mind. We are starting over. It's still not working. Is it on? Oh, let's see.
Those of you watching at home, it looks as though my controller, even with fresh batteries, isn't working. So we're going to rely on our wonderful Randy, and he has Lori in there too with the videoing, to advance the slides for us. We'll make it work one way or the other.
Take two. All right. It's all good. It's all God. All good. Let go. We're that kind of people. We just go. Just let it happen. It is. It's all right. Going with the flow. That's why it's happening. That's the talk today. It is. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. You have all you need, it's all inside of you. Close your eyes and breathe and know that you are safe. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. No need to make a plan. Your heart will be your compass. Just lift your sails in faith and trust that you will arrive. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore, let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go, let go, float into the mist. Let go, float into the mist. Let go, float into the mystery.
Oh, join with me in consciousness for this opening prayer. As I breathe and relax, and I let go of all of my whirling thoughts. all of my need for control in this moment. And I connect with the greater part of me that is eternal, it is infinite, it is all wisdom, all power, and it is grace, for it supports me no matter what I am doing. And I feel so good knowing that I live, breathe, and have my being within this love that is the energy of life. So I relax into it. I allow myself to move forward in trust, knowing all is well. The grateful heart, I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming. And so it is. And our next song is, Yes, God, I Believe.
Will this day I be a blessing? Will this year be better than the last? Will I calm the voice that hounds me? Well, hello. Discard the demons of the past. Will I step into my faith now? Live the truth I've come to know. Throw my dreams into the river. Let these four words help them flow. Saying, yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Sing it with me now. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Maybe it's a body that needs healing, a relationship that's warm, or a child that is in trouble. There's a friendship that's been torn, and here's a job that needs new vision, or a bank account that needs relief. I don't have to tell you all my problems. I just gotta rest in your belief. Singing, yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Say it again with me. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. I believe in your goodness. I believe in your grace. I believe that your power is flowing through me in this space. For you've given me guidance, and you gave me desire, and you would not have set this flame in my heart if I could not start a fire. So yes, I believe. God, I believe. Yes, I believe. God, I believe. Sing it with me now. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. One more time. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Last time. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe.
The absolute word, written by Reverend Paul Hasselbeck, is divine order. And the affirmation says, I use divine order to, I delight to manifest my life.
That was divine order.
I'm going with the flow. I delight in the glorious colors, fragrances, and an arrangement of plants in a garden. I celebrate the imagination, the meticulous planning, and the intelligent work that transformed a patch of ground, some seeds, water, and fertilizer into a beautiful life-filled place. I recognize how divine order was used to create this garden. It began as a divine idea of beauty. Someone then perceived and expressed the idea of beauty as a garden. Cooperating minds developed a plan. Willing hands prepared soil, planted seeds, then watered and tended the growing plants. My spiritual vision perceives that divine order is a principle and a law of mind. It is how every mind works. It is the eternal flow of mind, idea, and manifestation, utilized to manifest everything, everywhere.
I decide what matters to me. It's my decision to be in the flow. And I decide what to let in, and I decide what's got to go. Yes, I'm the one with the power to choose every thought and every belief. I'm the one with the voice inside that has the power to set me free. Oh, I decide what matters to me. It's my decision to be in the flow. And I decide what to let in, and I decide what's got to go. Yes, I'm the only one who knows what's true, for the true self who lives in me. Yes, I'm the only one who's gonna ever know what my body, mind, and soul really needs. And that is why I decide what matters to me. It's my decision to be in the flow. And I decide what to let in, and I decide what's got to go. Oh, but every time I forget my own power, I start doing what I think I should do. Gotta take a step back and put my soul in so I can listen to the voice that's true. It always says, I decide what matters to me. It's my decision to be in the flow. And I decide what to let in, and I decide what's got to go. I decide what matters to me. It's my decision to be in the flow. I decide what to let in, and I decide what's got to go. Yes, I decide what's got to go. Oh, I decide what's got to go. Yes, I decide what matters to me.
Wonderful. Well, I had an insight as we were singing along that Randy is giving Laurie an opportunity to see what it takes to run the studio in the background in the videotaping of things and troubleshooting when things go wrong. And she made an affirmation, Laurie, saying, oh, I guess I'm going to learn how everything can go wrong and what to do about it.
Oh, dear.
Thank you, Laurie. So let's release that now, okay? Because that's how powerful we are. And if you can see when things aren't going right in life, to recognize that somehow you've played a hand in it. that your energy has provided the opportunity for something to show up in a certain way. And that's what it means by life is constantly flowing. It's constantly hearing you and what you're energetically being. So next slide, please. We do not create laws and principles, but discover and make use of them. This is Ernest Holmes from The Science of Mind. And what is a spiritual law? What is a law? I know human laws are different than spiritual laws. And how are they different? Well, laws in human form are decided by people and they can be changed, right? You know, you can have a vote and people can change. But in a spiritual law, what it is that it is always the same no matter what. It treats everyone equally and it is guaranteed to work a particular way. And so that's what we trust and know about the law, any of the spiritual laws, is that once you work it, you can actually have predictable results. Now, I don't mean that, you could wish something that means someone has to do something for it to happen. You cannot manipulate another person. But you can wish to feel a certain way, like maybe prosperous, loved, supported, healthy, vital, whatever it might be, and know that there is something in the law that brings it to you in the best way for you. For you, not for what somebody else thinks, but for you. So we're going to look at the law, accessibility to the law, and your dominant thoughts. So next slide, please. Perhaps the simplest way to state the proposition is to say that we are surrounded by a mind or intelligence that knows everything. And it goes on to say that the potential knowledge of all things exists in this mind. That's Ernest Holmes. We also exist in it and may draw from it, says Ernest Holmes. But what we draw from it, we must draw through the channel of our own minds. So there too, to look outside of yourself and think that it's going to drop from the sky, and sometimes it does, but not usually. It has to be something you have done to help make it happen. Or something shows up and you have to decide to accept that as the answer to what it is that you're looking for. So a unity must be established and a conscious connection must be made before we can derive the benefits which the greater mind is willing to reveal and import to us. And basically what that means is to trust. To trust that if you've got a real desire for something, then there's a way for it to happen, because that desire would not exist if that wasn't the case. And if you wish to change the way that you're looking at life, then you need to change how you're thinking about things and how you think that they're going to turn out. So do you understand how the law operates? And I mean generally the law of life. And if you don't, then let's go a little deeper. It begins by proving the principles to yourself. You've heard it said where, I'm doing the same thing as so-and-so, but they're getting results and I'm not. Why is that? Because of your consciousness and their consciousness. Now, what do I mean by that? Maybe on some level that isn't your highest and best. That's why it's not happening for you. Or you really don't believe you deserve it. Or there is something blocking the way. Whereas the other person perhaps doesn't even care if they get the results, and so they get them even quicker because they're not attached to what it's supposed to look like. So everything you experience traces back to the source, your own mind and consciousness. Everything you experience goes back to your belief system on some level. So you might say, well, hey, wait a minute. I didn't ask for this accident to happen, or I didn't ask for this scenario to happen in my life. The thing is that on some level you believed it was possible, and so it did. On some level you did. And I'm not saying to beat yourself up about it and say, oh my goodness, now I have to be like walking on hot coals. How am I supposed to know what to think and what not to think and all of that? Well, there is this wonderful thing called grace. You've heard that word before. And it tends to be a little bit more of a theological or biblical word. And you might think, well, why are you talking about grace? Well, the word grace actually means that you have your existence within this energy that we call, some of us call God, some of us call universe, some of us call source. And it is always looking to bring you your best, loving you. And so that grace exists even if you're being an idiot. And I say that because I've been an idiot many times. And grace has shown up and said, hey, in spite of your ignorance about something, your good is right here. You just have to accept it. And so by recognizing how this power moves through your inner thoughts to your outer experiences, you can test it by experimenting and begin to have a better understanding of how it impacts. And this is a statement I'll say a few times during this talk, and that is, if you want to know what you've been thinking, look at your life today. If you want to know what you've been thinking, look at your life today. Start by connecting with your inner world to your outer results to deepen your understanding of the law. So like this week, for instance, and I'll give you an example, I had a sore back. And the sore back started on Thursday and continued on Friday and continued on Saturday. And fortunately, I had no one signed up for the art class, so I didn't have to move from my comfortable chair. And it's still there a little bit today. And every day I was asking myself, what is it that I am getting in the way of because I'm experiencing this pain? Now, Louise Hay used to talk about different parts of your body representing a way of thinking. And the back talks about support. How am I not feeling supported? And so that was the question that I sat with, because I had to sit, for 3 days. And what I came to understand was, and it might seem silly to you, but I wanted to do this art class for people because I know how much joy it brings me. And nobody signed up for Saturday. So I got a sore back because I felt like I wasn't being supported by this idea that Spirit had given me and gave me the desire to do art, and nobody's showing up. And so what am I going to do with that now? And I got a sore back. So then I sat in my chair for 3 days and I created art anyway. And the thought that came to me was that I have had many parts of my life where I will not do it unless I have an entourage with me. And it could even just be one other person. And then the thought floated by that you don't need anyone. And look back at the times when you dragged people along with you. They didn't even want to be there. It wasn't their thing to be excited about. But you felt secure having them with you. And yet when they fell away, you were fine. And so yeah, I had some deep conversations. So have you experienced anything like that? So I invite you, if you have something that stops you in your tracks, ask yourself inside, what is my soul trying to tell me? And for me is, I'm going to continue to offer these Saturday classes, and I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be creating art. And if you want to come, good. If you don't, I'm okay with that. And my back is okay with that. So what is it that you maybe have wanted to give up? Because it seemed like nobody seems to think it's a good idea. I asked everybody and they said no. But it came to you, that desire, that idea. What have you put on the back burner maybe that really, really, really would make your heart sing? So if you want to know what you've been thinking, look at your life today. So if you're not happy, what did you put on the back burner? It's still there, simmering. According to Ernest Holmes, go back. You've jumped ahead several slides. Okay, well, I'll just go with whatever's in front of me. I'm going with the flow. Okay, that's good, thank you. The thing with our our wonderful IT people in the other room is they have a 45-second delay. And so, especially with a song, you know, they have to be really good to be in time. So with the talk, it's a little bit easier. But remember this, Ernest Holmes says, it must pass through our consciousness to operate for us. And I just had another insight, and that was, just like what I said about the IT people have a 45-second delay, sometimes there's a delay with spirit too. You put it out there and it didn't happen. What the heck? I put it out there. But sometimes it means that things have to come in together. Maybe it's people that you have to meet, or situation that has to happen, or experience that you have to happen, that has to happen for you. And then you're ready. Or maybe you thought you were ready, but you weren't until you are. So are you truly aware of how this law is working in your life, or are you unconscious to its influence? Now maybe you've noticed already today, I have noticed how everything that's happening is actually in my consciousness, and I'm speaking to it. So are you noticing? Or if not, I invite you to. There was someone who was telling me this week about how empathic they are, and I know that because I am, and I think we all are if we tune into it. And what that means is that we feed into what's going on around us. And that can really get in the way sometimes. Because if it isn't where you truly want to be, either feeling happy or restful or peaceful or whatever it is, and you're feeling something else, then ask yourself, is this mine? Is this moving me towards where it is that I want to go? And if it isn't, let it go. Because it doesn't matter if it was somebody else's idea or yours, you can still let it go. So you're encouraged to focus on the causes of your experiences. And our experiences start with how we feel about something. Right? So instead of shoulding on yourself, begin from a consciousness of love and possibility. That's what matters. And I know, I go to this place occasionally, more often than I would care to admit, where I say, here I am, this spiritual teacher, spiritual traveler, spiritual student. How come I keep forgetting? But you know what? We live in a soup of consciousness that is the culmination of everybody that you encounter and the stuff you watch on social media and all of that. And you can really, really get caught up in that if you don't take deliberate time to focus on what it is that you really want, what it is that you want to experience, how you choose to feel. And I mean, it's easy. There can still be a disconnect. And you could be acknowledging that, yes, I'm one with life, and I know life is always talking to me. But if you don't really have it land and really pay attention, it's going to constantly be communicating with you. You're just not hearing it. Unless you're lucky like me and occasionally you get the cosmic 2x4 that says, you were supposed to listen to this. And I whispered to you and you didn't hear me. And then I talked nicely to you and you didn't hear me. So then I had to hit you over the head. Now do you hear me? And I think this week was a cosmic 2x4 for me. That I don't need anyone else on this journey of my artistic expression. You don't need anyone else to be who it is that you are at the core of who you are. Next slide, please. By reflecting on effects or circumstances in your life, you can begin to see how you are working with the law. Because you're interacting with this energy that is constantly saying yes to who you're being. I think we need to click again to get whatever is there. There it is. So what is the law of creation? It can be called the great law or the law of cause and effect. And it can be as you sow, so you shall reap. which means what you put out there energetically comes back to you. So whatever you put into the universe, whether it's good or bad, it comes back to you. So like with Lori, and I bought in, and so did Randy, obviously, because it happened, okay, we're going to be troubleshooting today. Okay, I said. And so then you go with the flow, don't you? Because what else can you do? You've set it up, it's happening, and tomorrow I'll do better. So life needs your participation to happen. It doesn't happen by itself. And even if you're creating prayer requests, or you're setting intentions, or you're creating goals, just having written it down isn't enough. There is some action on your part that you need to do. And maybe that action is in how you're feeling about something. Maybe it's as simple as visualizing it occurring the way that you would love for it to occur. And why not do it on purpose, right? So what's niggling away at you? Next slide, please. So let's look at dominant thoughts. The law of mind and creation is accessible to everyone equally. When you live deliberately, you get even better results. Now, I want you to remember this when you're looking at someone saying, oh, I feel so sorry for them, or oh, I wish I could do something to make a difference in their life. They have accessible to them the law of creation just like you do. And maybe what your role is not to fix them, but to remind them of what it is that they're powerful in, and that is powerful in creating their own reality. So how might you do that? Maybe it's just to be encouraging. Maybe it's just to say, I'm here to support you in whatever way that you need me to support you, but you need to tell me what that is, because I don't know what's in your heart. I don't know what's in your mind. And the law of mind is accessible to everyone. So I look around this room, and I know for those of you that are at home as well, that sometimes this journey has been long and arduous and has seemed like you've just been trying and trying to be as spiritual as you can possibly be, and it's just like nothing's working. But eventually it does, so don't give up. Eventually it does. So look at the people in your life who are successful and happy and content. What's their attitude towards life and to themselves? I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? Now consider those who frequently struggle, who often are upset or generally unhappy. What's their attitude towards themselves and to life? And in either of these cases, you can buy into the conversation they want to have and have them go even deeper. So if it's a negative thing and they're in a spiral and you're willing to listen to that spiral and go, oh, then you have helped them go deeper into that spiral. Or maybe what you need to do is a bit like a dog when you need to distract it. They say you just make a loud noise and all of a sudden they're, because they need that. We need that too. We get so focused. I know I do. I get so focused that I forget to ask the greater part of me for help. We had an opportunity to have a meeting, our second meeting with Mishka this week, who is helping us to create some online courses. And I was talking to my husband like I do and asking him questions, and he only answers with questions usually, which is really annoying at times when I want him to give me his opinion, but he knows that his opinion is going to skew the wisdom that I have coming up. So he asks me questions. And I asked him, so what do you think the best approach for us would be to do these classes that we're going to do online? He says, have you asked Spirit pardon, Randy? Have you asked Spirit? No, Randy, I forgot. And that's a true scenario. And when I asked Spirit, the answers came flooding in. We had the most wonderful exchange of ideas and everything during that meeting that we had this week. And who knows where it's going to go. And I invited all of us, and I invite you as well. Ask Spirit. Start your day that way. What do I need to know? What's my best approach in this? And then get quiet and allow the answer to come in. So which group are you in? The one that asks? Or the one that forgot? Or are you in both camps? So is your outward expression one of contentment, peace, joy, possibility? Or is it the opposite? The law flows through and empowers what you hold in your mind, your heart, and your attitude. You can choose to seize this power for a more fulfilling and vibrant life. And that's what I hope to convey to you every time that you come. And sometimes without doing, just being. So for me, let's just use art as an example. You know, my monkey mind says, oh, well, you ought to do this so that people can buy it. You ought to do it so that it's presentable for shows and things like that. No, I want to do it for the sheer joy of creation. And so as a consequence, I need to make peace with that. So what is it that is calling for you to do for the sheer joy of doing it? Because there are more rewards in that than having other people necessarily involved in a certain way. They will get involved because your enthusiasm will draw them in. So what do you think? Because what you think makes your life. And I think we have an affirmation. Or maybe many more slides. No, there's many more slides. So the law is always in motion. It doesn't stop even if you've decided I'm taking a break here. It's happening anyways. And how is it moving through your words and actions? It's showing up as ideas and thoughts in your life. So look at your current life experience regardless of what you desire for the future. What is your reality today? Because you can change it. Because the thoughts you had yesterday created today. So if you want to know what you've been thinking, look at your life today. If you take nothing away this week, take that. So is there harmony or discord, anger or joy, trust or skepticism, acceptance or loathing? And look at these topics. So all those things in relationships. Is it harmony? Is it joy? Is it trust? Money. Is it harmony? Is it joy? Is it acceptance? Health. Is it harmony? Is it joy? Your vocation, what you do in your free time or that you get paid with. Are you in harmony with it? Good question, right? So can you connect the dots between your present experience and the sum of your thoughts? I said the thumb of your thoughts. Sum of your thoughts. And I certainly did it deliberately this week because I was so uncomfortable. I wanted to find out, how did I do this to myself yet again? You know, what is it? And the thing is that the more spiritually attuned you get, the quicker you get the results. And so I really needed to start paying attention again to how I was feeling and what I was thinking and what I would desire instead. So how might you do that this week? It demands patience, and it's simple, but it's not always easy. I don't know about you, but I'm a tough nut to crack some days. And, okay, I just heard it. I heard the wisdom. Stop affirming that, Anne. I am an open, receptive vessel for all my good. How about that instead? So trust in your ability to make these connections and approach your mind with kindness. Don't beat it up. Don't tell it, stop talking to me like that. I don't want to do that now. Because it loves you. It loves you. So no matter how you've been thinking until now, you can choose to awaken to your power and harness it for positive change. And as we were driving here, I saw 6 hawks. Now, what's the likelihood of that on a trip? Hawks represent spirituality. For me, anyway. And so it was a reminder to connect to the greater part of me and to trust in that process. So I say to you, connect to the greater part of you, because it is constantly trying to get your attention so that you can live your best life. So we looked at the law and how it always works. It is guaranteed. You may not have proved it yet, but prove it to yourself. And it's accessible to you even if you don't think that you're worth it, because you are. You're here. That tells me you're worth it. And I don't mean here just in this room or here watching this broadcast. I mean here, living, breathing, having a human experience. And remember that your dominant thoughts end up being feelings that are a vibration that goes out there and calls back to you exactly what you're going to experience. So it's up to you. What do you want to think about? Shall we say this affirmation together? Today I embrace my power. I am fully supported. And so it is. So get out of the way. What a good song, Emilia.
Perfect. Running around fixing this and that, giving it up to God and then taking it back. Dun 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 dun. Don't about it no more. Get out of the way, out of the way, get out of the way. Get out of the way and let God do His thing. Thank you, Randy. You look like the weight of the world's on your back. Just take a deep breath and cut yourself some slack. All that drama ain't good for you. You couldn't change what is if you wanted to. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way and let God do His thing. Shine and the river's gonna flow. The tide's gonna rise without your say-so. The world, the universe is working and the good is flowing. You don't plan to see anything, get up and see if it's growing. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way and let God do His thing.
I think we're feeling a little more revitalized. What's your takeaway today? Anyone? Take it away, Bruce.
What my takeaway today was I was thinking about taking Reverend Ann's art class, okay? And my thoughts that came up were, I better not take it because I'll probably make a mess and someone will give me SHIT for it. And that's just my upbringing, right? So my negative, my PTSD on that is keeping me from creating. So I still haven't solved it yet, but I'll be there. I'll wear my joke was I'll wear my tuxedo to your art class. But okay, then we'll keep it clean. Thank you.
Anybody? All right.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Mishka.
Thank you for sharing the hawks that you saw on your way, because we spotted quite a few, 4 of them. The thing that I'm taking away is how we're all uniquely experiencing the divine interruption, and you called it the divine 2x4. Mine was the divine brick that it hits me on the head going, are you paying attention? So I'm going to kind of lean in and listen to what other people are also feeling as interruptions, but more importantly, listening to the divine interruption when it's a whisper rather than waiting for that brick to hit.
For me, oh, okay. Oh, Wendy, come on. After you.
Okay, I'm going to share what Agnes had to say. She said she has quite a few takeaways. The first is I am an open vessel for all my good, and also what have I put on the back burner?
I was going to share because there's a little bit of trepidation with the incoming presidency and the things that are unknown or what's happening. So, but I think that the reason why we need to get in touch more with our spiritual self, I need to get in touch with, is to really, I think it's a time for us to, it's giving the opportunity for us to practice the truth of these laws and to really see what can happen in spite of what's going on out there. So, yay, hallelujah. Okay, thank God. All right, here we go. Next. Anyone?
I'm probably.
Okay. Oh, good. Come on, Wendy. That's great.
Okay, we got another one from home. They're a little bit behind us on the feed, so we have to give them a chance. So Brenda Marie McNeil Johnson says, the universal law, I am working on feeling more connected to the universal love, and I'm going to send out more to get more.
And I really appreciate those who are giving us their feedback through the comments. It shows your engagement, for which we are deeply appreciative. So, the question came to me when people say to you, what were you thinking? That's probably in keeping with the whole theme of this talk today. I'm taking away, I had a conversation with a friend. We've been friends since 1991, but honestly, it tested my patience this week. And it had to do with him saying he's having a lot of adverse things happening. But then now as I sit here, I realize the affirmation is never a dull moment. Well, obviously, if you keep affirming never a dull moment, you're going to have things happen. He's like, I opened the cupboard, the flower fell out, I had this happen. And he thinks it's something else happening outside of him. So we were having what I call an oil and water conversation. We were not meshing. So in the middle of it, I decided, I give up. He can think whatever he wants to think. But it's along the lines of, if you want to know what you're thinking, look at what you're experiencing, right? The quotation I like is, life needs your participation to happen. It doesn't happen by itself. And lastly, which group am I belonging to? The one that asks or the one that forgets to ask? I think I'm in both groups. There are times when I remember to ask, or I get an insight. I call them my AM insights. And then there are times when I'm like, I'm doing this all by myself, which means I've forgotten to ask. Okay, well, thank you so much. We have food for thought for the week ahead. And now we come to our moment of conscious giving. If you'd like to contribute to the work that we are doing here at the church and you're online, or even if you're here and you like to do online, You may send an e-transfer to admin@unityspiritualcenter.com or write your checks out to Unity Spiritual Center. So let's say that affirmation together. Divine love that I am blesses all I give and all I receive. We would also like those of you who are online, or even if you go home and you want to look at this talk again or the whole service, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to click on the thumbs up, and to like any of our videos, and also click on the bell so you may get the notifications when we are on. Yes, thanks for your participation. It keeps us where we are and gives us the momentum to produce more.
Lost. This is a single. Let's sing it together. It works when I work it. My good comes pouring through. It works when I work it. These principles are true. It works when I work it. My joys multiply. Receives, every seeker finds. Everyone who asks receives, every seeker finds. I know that I am ready to receive the many blessings pouring down on me, lovingly that little voice of doubt that says that I'm not good enough or that I can do without. 'Cause I know that it works when I work it. My good comes pouring through. It works when I work it. These principles are true. It works when I work it. My joys multiply. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds. We have to have a dream before a dream comes true. If I trust my heart to lead, then love comes pouring through. Like an old friend of mine, but good, my good will know my face. I'm making room for miracles, saving room for grace. 'Cause I know that it works when I work it. My good comes pouring through. It works when I work it. These principles are true. It works when I work it. My joys multiply. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds. Everyone who asks receives. Every seeker finds.
And know that we are here to pray with you. And so if you have a prayer request and you're here, write it out, put it in our prayer box, or send us an email, prayer@unityspiritualcenter.com. Another insight I had as I was sitting here, our theme for this year is being in the flow.
Yeah.
How are we doing so far? Going with the flow. So let's say this prayer together as she brings us the slide. Thank you. The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. Another good one.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when the love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Oh, let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under its loving embrace. Just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Oh, let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream. Let your love grow. La 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 la.
Oh, another great day here at Unity. And for those of you online, thank you so much for joining in, whether it be later on in the week or in our live stream. I really appreciate you. And remember, I love you. I'll see you next week. And I love you. I'll see you next week. Let's have potluck. Bye for now.